Hey guys, Gwan here with the Gwans we're pulling. Gwan, 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 Gwan. No, but seriously, I was just kind of bored and had noticed some guildies were on that, like were around level of pulling SM cath, and I had nothing better to do because Horde was camping me near Nessawary, so I figured I'd come over here and help these guys out. Plus, I figured I've got enough of a varied method as a warlock to pulling this instance specifically that I could kind of make a Hobbs-ish vid, and hopefully some people would find it informative. So right now is basically the highlight of me pulling SM cath when I get these final bosses here, and I get into this final room, and you'll see how I get that many people on me at one time later. So I have dual spec actually. Usually I'm an afflict lock, but right now I am demo, so I have metamorphosis, which is going to play into a big role with that. Right now I'm taking out this guy in the back here right after that same run. And he dies pretty quick. That's real time. I don't think that's a sped up scene. So, congrats to Rax who got that. He's a real life friend of mine and guilty. He's got an 80, but he's actually leveling a holy paladin on this server. So, that was a big plus for him. He dinged once actually. Okay, so here's the actual thing from start to finish when I do these pulls. So, in case you didn't notice, or know, rather, if you pull this final guy here, the entire room actually comes after you. So, that's what I usually do. I run back a bit, and so my party can get experience. Pop meta, and go into immobilization aura. And these guys actually all die within a number of seconds. And if you watch the top left, my health there only dropped to like 30%, and I was actually running back extra far that time, just to show how much I could tank it. And then you get the next boss out and everything, and you can still, if you're good, you still have like metamorphosis up. So I sped up this is sped up a bit because there's really not much going on here. You take out the two final guys, and you have a giant like mob, which is also great for soloing because you can actually run all the way to the end of this instance and just do this one room and do it 5 times, and it's not half bad way to get. Oh, do you see the ding at the end there? That's nice to know. Anyways, like I was saying, you get a good like 30-40 G off of it. Just run it real quick 5 times. It only takes about 20 minutes. That's not a half bad way to make money. Of course, if you're Alliance, then Stocks is probably more up your alley for making money. But if you're Horde, this is always a nice place. Okay, so right here is me pulling the bottom. And another thing that's kind of nice about being a gnome in here is you can real easily jump over these, you're like a little agile monkey. You can jump around these pillars and stuff, and they'll have a tougher time. The NPCs will have a tougher time getting over them than you will, from what I've seen, so it's a good way to keep from taking damage. Of course, if you're not a little agile gnome monkey, it's still not that hard, but I'm just saying, for me it's a little bit easier. So, it's just taking out the sorcerers are probably the biggest pain, because if you run out of immobilization aura, you have to take them all on one by one. And it's not the easiest with warlock dots, because you kind of got to dot them all up and then wait for them to die. As you can see, someone over here aggroed, but I got aggro back. And just take these guys out. So, with me in the party right now, Rax had to go. And I believe I have Philodence, someone by the name of like Alec Kirk something. Sorry, I apologize if I get that wrong because I know you wanted to see this up. And if I got your name wrong, you might be mad. But, and then K healing you. Those are the people in my group right now. And, I believe I think all of them got 1 level up, and Philodence, who is another real life friend of mine, actually whispered me after these runs were done and said that he was a bar away. So he almost got two level ups, and he was the highest level at 41, so I imagine that was convenient for him. And he's not the best at leveling because he's actually new to the game, and I suggested that he roll a priest, and I don't know how he's feeling about that now because he has a real tough time leveling. and I wouldn't imagine being a healing class that he's, you know, real happy about it. But even if he reaches 80 real slow, at least he's got, you know, a hopeful future at 80, no matter how long it takes him to get there. So, if these guys come too far up the steps, they might pull that guy right there. I've seen from experience. These guys are up here on the steps. You should probably be down on the steps like K healing you is going down. Like right down there-ish, if you don't want to pull, unlike Philodence. But, you know, he's new. So, some mistakes are expected. So, now right here, this is how I pull the top. You can actually, like I was saying with the pillars, this is probably the prime example of it, is right here on these top two. As you pull and you have people running after you, you can actually jump off like I just did there. And it'll take them a little bit longer to go and get over it. So I pop meta right there, and they all burn from immobilization aura. And it's just, like I said before, finishing off the sorcerers, which isn't easy if you don't have, you know, immobilization aura. Okay, so here's the big part of the whole vid is show you I'm so totally awesome. I'm gonna actually pull this naked. I don't have anything on. I guess I do have my imp out, but you know, he's giving me an extra 1,000 HP, which is nice. So I dot this guy, and I want to pop meta right away here because, of course, I have no no armor or defense. So my metamorphosis buffs and attributes, additions and stuff are going to be the main thing that helps me out here. So then out comes the boss, and I did a good job of demon charging her and getting her real quick. So yeah, and then it's just dot and finish her off. But you know, you might just want to see it in case you're interested in seeing a little naked gnome, little chubby gnome, doing this naked. Gwanara needs to lose some weight. He's a little chubby around the tummy. So, yeah, just get these guys out. Now, if you look, I'm not sure if I got any heals for here, but, I'm still at about half health. Isn't half bad. This is kind of a pain, because now they changed it. I believe it was 3.0.5 where they changed this. Now Mograine bubbles like halfway through his fight if you don't take him down quick enough. And it's kind of a pain because you just gotta sit there. Sometimes if I'm with other people, I just sit there and dance in front of him while he, you know, attempts to hit me. Mograine's might dropped off there. Philodence got that earlier, even though he knew he couldn't use it, or he didn't know he couldn't use it. It was a new mistake, but I let him stick around. I think that's the main reason why Rax Axe left, because he was pretty angry that he didn't get that. And there, back in the corner, the one